Hey everyone, it's the one and only magnificent bird, Beak, speaking to you today. And in today's video, I'm back at it with another character review, and this character review will be on Gold Mythic Reggie. And I know this character review and the character review on the new Alert Clem are delayed, but I assure you the character review on the brand new Alert Clem, that is coming, but I figured I would go ahead and do this one next and get this one over with, because I do have another character review. Actually, two more coming. Well, one of them might not be anytime soon, but I do have to go over Connie, but I'm going to save Connie for next week. Clem will happen, obviously, this week or this weekend. Just depending on when I feel like uploading it, but it's coming. But anyway, before we get started, I hope all of you are doing good and staying safe out there. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you want to share the video, feel free to do so. If you do any of those four things, that would be very much appreciated by me. And I'm doing pretty good, and I'm staying safe for the most part. And let's kind of just get through this, because he's a defensive character, so I'm not going to try to spend a whole lot of time on this. So yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Reggie, the Armory. His trait is Alert. His role is a medic. And his allegiance is a member of the Armory. Let's take a look at his stats. His attack stat is 6,550. His defense is 28,073. And his HP is 58,953. Now let's take a look at his Adrenaline Rush. Conviction. The recharge rate is 66 AP, so he's the standard for most gold mythics. Deal 15% of this fighter's max HP as damage to a line of enemies, or to all enemies while battling on the defensive team. All adjacent teammates will get 150% defense for 2 turns and Guardian Shield. So my thing is, why anybody would have this guy on offense is like, I mean, you never know, but this guy being on offense, that's going to be like a very small number. So obviously he's going to be dealing 15% of his max HP as damage to a line of enemies, or to all enemies while battling on the defensive team. So in my opinion, you really have no incentive on putting him on an offensive team, because him being on the defensive team and while battling on the defensive team, that's where he's going to shine the most. Now, people, you know, when he first came out, Reggie that is, people were complaining about, oh god, he's gonna, you know, this, that, and the other. Well, there is one thing: he has the invincible specialist skill, but that's not the worst thing about him, which we will we will get to it. But so you want him dealing that 15% of his max HP as damage to all enemies, plus all adjacent teammates will get 150% defense. That's pretty nice for 2 turns and get Guardian Shield. That's very good. Very good. Now, there's not really much more to say. Let's move on to his signature move, Call for Backup. The initial cooldown is for turn 1, 2 turns for the cooldown, number of uses unlimited, revive 2 teammates with 50% of their max HP, all adjacent teammates get 75% Halo for 2 turns. This fighter gets elusive for the rest of combat. So, you better hope Reggie doesn't get his, not adrenaline, but you better hope that Reggie doesn't get his signature move off, because, like, he'll get that elusive for the rest of combat, and you're never going to be able to build up your adrenaline rush based off of basic attacks, only with signature moves or other means. So you better have some way of stopping him or taking him out, which, well, that's going to be easier said than done, as we'll get into his kit. The fact that he's reviving 2 teammates with 50% of their max HP, and then all adjacent teammates will get 75% Halo for 2 turns, which we know how broken Halo is. So you could have a character have 1% Halo, and as long as they're not, like, decapped, they're coming back. That's how broken Halo is. Like, you could have a percentage of Halo be, like, 0.5%. They're coming back. That's how broken Halo is. So, any amount of Halo, you're pretty much guaranteed to come back from it. It doesn't matter if it's like 10%. It could be 1%, 75, 100, whatever. Halo is so broken, y'all already know. So, he's reviving, which is good. Giving out Halo, and he gets elusive for the rest of combat. Yeah, you better hope he doesn't get his signature move off, because, like, yeah, you're not going to be able to get AP gain from basic attacks hitting Reggie, which, that's not the worst of it. The worst is, the worst is about to come. So let's get into it. Let's look at his mythic abilities. Spirit, 20% of all healing performed by this fighter is also granted as bonus HP. So, I'm not really going to go into it. You should be leveling up Medic anyway with all of your Medic. I mean, not Medic, but you should be leveling up Spirit as you. That's something that you should be doing with all of your Medics anyway, if you have the ability to do so. Absolutely. So, definitely level that one up for sure. Now, here's where, like, people are bitching. This is the good bits. Not going back. When being attacked, reflect 200% of the damage. I repeat, when being attacked, reflect 200% of the damage. There you go. That's got to be, like, that's number one as to, like, yeah, you know, if you come up against Reggie, you might as well just hit the flee button immediately. You might as well. Like, not only does he have Invincible, now, is it even possible that you could normalize him? I don't know. I'm gonna go no. I'm gonna say no, but we're gonna find out here in a minute. But him reflecting 200% of the damage, I mean, is like, that's crazy. Absolutely nuts, right? And yeah, you have the damage counter reduction with Anniversary Maggie and Philip Blake, but what happens when those 2 and 3 turns run out? Those tunes that attack him are going to be screwed. They're done. Goodbye. Nada. Adios. They're done. So, obviously, if you go for this guy you are going to want to level up, not going back to make him very annoying and make him very useful on defense. Resist arrest. Oh boy, here we go. At the start of each turn, get 100% normalize and stun resistance for 2 turns. Now, that is just going to be to Reggie. But you realize, at the start of every turn, even though it says it's given Reggie 100% normalize and stun resistance for 2 turns, you're never going to have to worry about that running out, because that's going to happen for every turn. So, like, yeah, there you go. You can't even possibly normalize him unless someone doesn't even even if they don't level up resist arrest, which there could be a reason, like maybe they don't have the resources to do that yet, and you could get extremely lucky. But for those whales that end up pulling for Reggie, they're going to have the trainers and resources to do that immediately. So I'm not saying every team is going to have Reggie. That, like, say if you're going to come up against in war or raids, not every single player is going to have him, but only the top of the top whales that are still keeping this game alive. Those are the people that are going to have this guy day 1, no later than day 2. So, not only is he reflecting 200% of the damage, you can't even normalize this guy, like, and Scopely's like, they're going to be wondering, oh, why are people quitting our game? Well, when you come out with shit like this, which it sounds like I am complaining, but, like, it is something that they normally do. They do crap like this. They've done crap like this for as long as I've been playing the game. So, let me see. The game came out 2015, so I've been playing about 8 years now. Because I started playing in 2016. Yeah, I've been playing this game 8 years, so because I remember, I that's when I got a brand new phone back then, and I figured I would try this out. And I've been with the game 8 years continuously, except for a 2-month break. But after that 2-month break, I've been back. I haven't really stopped. So I would say 8 years pretty consistently, except that 2-month break for whatever reason at the time. I don't know. But, like, crap like this is going to dwindle your player base. And they don't care. They just... I get that companies need to make money to keep the lights on. I understand that. There is a difference between keeping the lights on and being greedy. Just like many other companies, including the electric company that provides my lights, and Scopely, and any other company that you can think of, are greedy fucking cows. That's what they are. They don't care. For those that are out here struggling, ooh, do I get food, or do I try to keep my lights on this month? I'm not in that type of situation, but I'm just saying, not everybody has it as good as others, and some people have it far worse than others for sure. But I'm just saying, like, some people are thinking, like, do I spend money on something from Scopely, or do I try to keep food on the table, or keep my lights on for the month? I mean, I think most people are going to prioritize trying to keep their lights on, and keep food on the table. I know, I'm sorry, this is supposed to be a character review, but like this shit is pissing me off, right? Okay, let's get back into the character review, but a lot of you understand what I'm saying. There's no people that are dumb watching this. You guys know, but anyway. Resist Arrest is going to be really good, so definitely level that one up. Desperate Grit. Reduce rush damage taken by all teammates by 50%, plus 50% for this fighter. Wow. So, not only is he reflecting damage, 200% of the damage, he can't be normalized, plus he's reducing rush damage by 50%. And he has invincible, like, yeah, if you're going to pull this guy, all of these mythic abilities are going to be really good. They're going to be really good, honestly. So definitely level all of them up if you can. So let's take a look at his specialist skill, Invincible. At the start of combat, while battling on the defensive team, this fighter cannot be targeted, take any damage or status effects on the first turn of combat. When performing the defend action, activate Invincible status again. 2-turn cooldown. At the start of combat on the offensive team, this fighter can activate this Invincible status immediately by performing the defend action. So yeah, I have come up against one or two teams with the yellow Carl, and once he isn't able to do Invincible, Carl is actually not too bad, but this mofo right here, he makes Invincible Carl look like a wussy in comparison. I'm just saying, Carl, once he is able to be targeted, he's actually not too bad. Reggie is going to be like nearly impossible. Pretty much almost impossible, near to impossible to trigger. And he has a default weapon, or a default pistol, so you can pretty much put whatever you want into his hand. So let's take a look real quick. I'm not interested in your knives. I'm more worried about keeping food on my table than I am buying some virtual knives. Which I think a lot of people would. I mean, it would be hard. Yeah. Let me see. What is this? No. That. Okay. Let me look at that. Hold on. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. That's new. Oh, damn. That actually is kind of good. Anyway, that's not what I was looking for. Where is it at? I think it's right here. Here we go. Let's see if this weapon will be good for Reggie. 45% HP, 45% defense, improved taunt when hit. When being attacked, 60% chance to taunt the enemy for their next 2 turns. Improved rush reduction. Reduce all rush damage this fighter takes by 40%. I mean, that would help make him more annoying, but like, right now, in the state of today's economy, is it worth $100? No. I don't think it is. I'm not saying it's a bad weapon, but if you're somehow doing really well right now, or decent in today's economy, and you could afford it, I guess go for it, but most people aren't gonna be doing as well as others, and some people are far off worse than those that are struggling. So it's a good weapon, but not worth $100. Not, in my opinion, nah. It probably will come back into the game eventually, so if you're curious and you don't have $100 lying around, I would honestly wait. So, there's one character review, which I'm going to do next week. Then, yeah, let me see. Some reason they put War Veteran Rosita in there. Are you serious? Oh my god. Are they stupid? Yes, I think they are stupid, greedy cows. Absolutely. Okay, there's the alert Clem, which I will be doing next. Now, let's get back to Reggie. Now, what are your thoughts? You know, I really don't have much to say other than he's going to be really annoying and really good and near impossible to take out. And so far, he's definitely the better invincible toon compared to Carl. Carl, you can take out if you know what you're doing. Reggie, even if you have one of the best attack teams, you can forget it. You can absolutely forget it. You're cooked. Your goose is cooked if you come up against Reggie. Goodbye. You might as well hit the flee button. And I can imagine the rise of Regina teams with Reggie being in those teams. I could see it definitely being the case, as he would benefit from her leader skill. So, I really ain't got much to say, so that's all I got for you guys for today. What are your thoughts on Gold Mythic Reggie, and are you going to be pulling for him? And if you have already pulled for him, how is he working for your defensive team? Are you defending against teams that you weren't able to defend against before? Is Reggie a difference maker, or is he just someone that, like, you already have really good defensive tunes that you didn't really need him, but, like, it seems like a lot of people that pulled for him are probably going to be satisfied, I would imagine. He has that set up for sure. But, yeah, if you have any thoughts on Gold Mythic Reggie or anything else that was discussed today, or anything else in general, please feel free to let me know down in the comments. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by and for your continued support, and I thank each and every one of you for continuing to watch, no matter how long or how little. And I am appreciating the comments, especially, I know the last Batman Arkham Knight playthrough, especially when my Batmobile was flipping up into the air, like, damn. That reminded me, that took me back to the GTA 4 swing set glitch, which that wasn't supposed to happen, but it was kind of cool that it happened, but but anyway, not as high flying as the swing set glitch back in the day, but anyway, for those that know, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But probably the best GTA game as far as story. But anyway, I want to thank all of y'all once again for watching it for as little or for as long as you do watch. And if you do like the video, make sure to hit that like button and comment and all that good stuff. And I am Beak, and I'm gonna go fly away back to my nest. Until next time, bye guys.